Already one person in here. I didn't even hit the live button yet. What's going on? That was quick. Someone stalking me? Must have been a quick notification. Ah, what are we doing tonight? Who's there? Who's going on? Hey, Arnie, what's going on? I don't think I've seen you in here before, Arnie. Have you been in here before? Maybe one, maybe a couple of times. Hey, Fire Cajun. Sometimes my memory fails me. If you were in here before, don't mind me. I don't know. I didn't even intermittent. I don't know if I'm gonna make anything tonight. I I found a video of that restaurant I was talking about last night. I kind of wanted to show everybody what I was talking about. How when you go in that restaurant and the waves crash over the windows and stuff. I kind of wait for more people to get in because I know that there was a bunch of people in here, and I kind of, I talked about it, and kind of sounds crazy if you think about it. And I wanted to make sure everybody knew I wasn't like not lying, but like not making up a story. And I can find that video real quick. Oh, I started Internet Explorer. Can you believe that? The slowest. I don't know anybody that uses that anymore. Either Firefox or Google Chrome. Let me get off of that screen, go up here and do my thing. Oh, some people seem to like me showing those places off. Do do do. Does anybody remember me talking about that restaurant? It's called the Barnacle. It's in Marblehead, Massachusetts. And I said when you go in there after a storm, the waves crash up over the windows, and it's actually really cool. When you first couple of times you go there and you're not expecting it, it's kind of, you kind of like you get that as if you're gonna get hit with cold water in the face effect. You know that, oh. But after you get used to it, it's just really cool. Um, I found it's funny that I was talking about it because um, the video I was talking about it the other night, and the video popped up. The video. I'm gonna put a nut on this thing or something. The video popped up in my Facebook feed from 4 years ago. This morning, I said, "Geez, I was just talking about that to everybody." I said, so I think it's 141 Front Street. Yep, I believe it is 141 Front Street. That's from memory, and sure is. You guys have no clue. I can't forget. I can't remember my name sometimes, but I'll tell you, I can remember addresses and phone numbers and stuff like that. No problem. Addresses, just. Hey, Nathaniel. I miss anybody else? Hey, Shrimp. I got a some reason I got a really good knack at remembering addresses and stuff like that. Yeah, even from the aerial, you could see their awning, their blue awning from satellite. I mean, aerial, same thing. Well, that's the little neighborhood there. The only thing about that place is parking is it's almost if there's no parking there, there's no probably no seats anyways. You just circle around until there's a parking space. It's a tiny, tiny little place. So that's that restaurant. And I will bring up just so you guys can see. I just didn't want you guys thinking that I was some kind of nut or something. Mm, do 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 do. Do, 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 do. I'll probably show this a couple times tonight, just so you guys can see it. Um, so that's the restaurant sitting inside. The tables are like right here, and after a big storm or something, or during a storm, you see how it comes up on the windows. It's just a short clip. I thought I thought everybody would like to see that. I'll keep it paused. So more people come in. You, uh, I lost more people playing that. Oh well. Good enough. Sometimes I lose the mouse. I'm gonna be crazy when I go to 3 screens or 4 screens. Mm-hmm. Now there's 5 people. Did everybody see that video? Yeah. I'll wait till more people are in here talking. I don't know. Something happened here. There you go. Now let me get out of there. Found it buried. How you doing, buddy? I was, I was laughing at you laughing last night. Tedesco Country Club is a big golf course, and if well, it doesn't show it here, but it's on both sides. You could drive up the middle of the golf course on a main street, and if you're not careful, so you could kill somebody on a golf cart here. Let me see if the satellite shows it better. Yeah, see, they go whizzing across the street with the golf carts. They like just like they own the freaking road. I don't know about hilarious, but I love my jokes. Hmm. I had uh, I had Bill J in hysterics today too. It was pretty funny. Hey, Luana, there's a quarry where we used to go swimming. Big quarry here. You get caught, you can get in trouble. But when the aggregate plant is closed on the weekend, people jump in there. There's another one in Saugus, a really nice one. Really, really deep too. I'll show you that. Mm-hmm. A little too far. And that is here. There's a rock here that you can jump off that's like 75 feet. Yeah, I don't know if I could do a stand up, but I'd have to remember all that crap. I keep that stuff. I, I got a little thing where I text whenever I get a joke or something. I text it to myself and then I copy and paste it. So that's how I come up with those. Yeah. So, anyways, you could park back here in the reservoir. You're not supposed to swim in there either. So the huge. This little place right here is good for catfish. This little cove. You walk in here. I grew up right around the corner here, Spring Street. Spring Street. My grandfather used to own from here to here. This whole section of our road. Yeah. How you doing tonight, Luana? There's an old brook that runs through here, and there's a wall on each side of the thing. Used to be a good place to sit and just sit under the trees and relax. See the walls? One on each side. That side you're not going to be able to really see. There's all that growth over it. I don't think I'm making anything tonight. Unless somebody has an idea or something, coaxes me into it. Yeah, we grew up here. It's back in the 80s. This telephone pole, I put hatchet marks in. This one too. Oh, that actually looks like a new one. Sounds. I don't. IDY. I don't know what that means. I I went to a cardiologist yesterday, and he kind of bummed me out with the news. So I haven't. The fishing. Yeah, I don't like fishing anymore. When I was a kid, I did. There's a little pond here that we used to go. Um, Walnut Street. It's a man-made pond, but it's right here after Indian Rock. This is a pond. It looks all green, but that's a pond. We used to go in there. Peaceful idea. When I was a kid back in the '70s, this whole area was all woods. Um, it's all developed now. Pleasant warm memories. I don't know. I was just talking about that restaurant. Were you in here the other night when I was talking about that restaurant? I don't think you were in here a couple minutes ago when I showed the video that I found. And of course, you got Braycott Reservation, which is right over here. This is a life-guarded beach right here. I don't know if you can waypoint that. Oh yeah, you can. That's another great swimming rock right there. Yep, jump off that rock all the time, fish from that rock. This is legal. Well, you're not supposed to fish in here, swim in here, but you can fish. But that's a great rock to jump off of here. And people have drowned in there. And then I bet you the other one over here is the beach. Well, that one's probably the little island in the middle of the beach, off the beach. But this is probably the beach. No, it's not. Another rock. Any? Oh, wait a minute. Jeez, I was in the wrong place. Let me see if they got this. The beach over here. I was looking at the upper pond. This is the beach. It's kind of a cool little place. Gets crowded in the summertime. Lifeguards. Good place to walk. There's a lot of hiking trails up there. And let me go back to that. I'll show you. There's a huge. If you look from the beach, there's a huge, like a cliff that you can climb up to. That's like right in this section. See it up there? Yeah, it kind of doesn't look big from the picture, but it's pretty big here. And I'll show you show you that video. It's this is that restaurant I was telling everybody about the other night. The waves crash up over the windows. Oh, there's lots of places that go metal detecting for Jesus. So you guys want to see where they find all the colonial war stuff, the Revolutionary War stuff, Lexington and stuff. The Battle Green. You guys know about the shot heard around the world and all that. This is Lexington. This is where the shot heard around the world was. This is the Minuteman. Minuteman statue is right here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. That's the Minuteman statue. Minuteman Memorial. There is a statue of the Minutemen. That is down. I think that's in Concord. But yeah, this is where the Lexington shot heard around the world started, right here. National Historic Site. This is, I believe, the memorial. Yeah, that's the Minutemen right there. There's one in Concord too, by the cemetery. I used to do deliveries here, down here in the square. I used to deliver dentures from a dental laboratory. There's a bunch of dentists down in here that I used to deliver to. That and the prisons and whatever else. And Concord's over this way. This is the Minuteman Visitor Center. There's a big Office 62. Hold on, let me back out a little bit for you. That's the Minuteman Visitor Center. And then this is Paul Revere's capture site. There's like a memorial there. I wonder if you guys would like if I drove down to these places one time and just... This is like a stone wall thing in here in the middle of the road, on the side of the road. This Minuteman National Park was big, big area. And you see all these things are named after the Bloody Angle and all that. 1775. Battle Road Farm, Meeting House. It's all historic. But this is where they find all the Revolutionary War stuff, you know. And this is another little area. This is Hanscom Air Force Base, which is a military establishment, military base. And this is where all the Concord stuff happened. Is the old Concord Cemetery here. This is all Revolutionary War heroes are in here, and that's Route 62. Um, if you're into hauntings and paranormal stuff, this place is really haunted. And then the one in the center of town is reportedly haunted too. It's another um, uh, haunted location. Hey, Joseph. Am I missing anybody? Is everybody listening to me? I'm blabbering on here. Um, the cemetery is it's on 62 on Main Street here. Attractive hotel. Oh, there's some beautiful. Oh, let me show you the square. Some of these houses, like this is a historic house here. Some of these houses are just like really, really beautiful. That's Captain Whoever's house. I don't know all the names in history, but these houses all along Main Street here are just unbelievably beautiful. Just an old. See the plaques? Some cities have white plaques. Other cities have the black plaques or the gray plaques, whatever they are. This one has a white plaque. I think they have to do with the significance of what they were, whose house they were, and all that. I don't know. I'm not complete, know the complete history of it. I'm not huge on the revolutionary stuff, but I know where it all is. West Concord, I believe, is where the big cemetery is. I don't know where. I thought it was closer to the town. I know it's on 62. 62 runs like all the way from Salem, well, Beverly, um, all the way through almost the whole state. It hooks up with Route 2 over here in Concord, and then Route 2 leads out the whole state. I'm trying to remember where that cemetery was. It's really haunted. Thought it was right in the center of town. I'm not big on this stuff, guys. Yeah, see, there's Route 2. And then after Route 2, Concord. This is a historic center. This is another Minuteman monument right in the middle of the see all these old houses. This is what you would have seen back, when Paul Revere was riding around here. At least no clown faces tonight. Not yet, anyways. Another one of those beautiful churches. Hold on, there's a pretty significant statue over here. It's like right there. That's another. That kind of resembles the Bunker Hill Monument. You guys know what the Bunker Hill Monument is? That's pretty big. It's it's almost as tall as the one in Washington. Um, but that's over in Boston. But this Route 2 is what, all those were the roads that went, the old roads that went from Boston. Massachusetts Ave goes from all the way from Boston through Lexington, Concord, through all those cities. Um, and they were the old horse roads, like, and then they became bigger roads, but they were the main thoroughfares from Boston into Scarborough. Show them Google Earth. Delivering Boston area. I have the same accent. Yeah, I'm from Massachusetts originally. Hi, Portal Woodworks. Yeah, I kind of just I don't know about if it's a treat or not. Some people, I guess, like it. 9 people in here. Um, the Bunker Hill Monument. That is pretty cool. That, but that's not really in Boston. That's in. You guys ever seen the movie The Town? That's Charlestown with um, and they kind of call it Boston, but it's not. It's Charlestown. It's a part of Boston. That's where the U.S. Constitution is too, in Charlestown. I've been to the monument there. Um, that's the monument. You can see the shadow, but it's pretty big. I come from the street. You can see it. Me and my wife used to go over here. There's a black squirrel that lives over here, and it's very rare for the area. And, that's another historic site. I believe that's George Washington right there, or something like that. You can go up there, climb up to the top, but there's no elevator, and it's a hike. You want to see the produce? Of course, I used to work by the produce market. We'll go right over there. I don't know what you want to see that for, but I used to work on. You know what a Wendy's is? Right by the produce market. Well, they tore the building down that I worked at there. That was Everett Auto in Everett, and that was where I worked at the in Chelsea. It was Everett Chelsea line, but yeah. If you know that Wendy's, that Wendy's, there was on that corner there was a car lot in my garage, the garage that I worked for, not my garage, but the garage I worked for. And hold on, Produce Center. Where's the railroad tracks? Arrow Potato. Yeah. You ever go to Mike's Roast Beef? Pretty good, pretty good roast beef. If you're ever down there and you want to get some lunch, it's right out. It's right out in um. This is the produce center right here. It's pretty big, New England Produce Center, but this is where almost all the Northeast gets their produce, like vegetables, cabbage, and all that stuff. If you take that, that road, that bumpy road that comes as Beechman Road right here, and you come out to Broadway, Mike's Roast Beef is right here. That's a pretty good sandwich if you. I don't know if you're on a diet or anything. Yep. So you know it, right? And then I used to work. This is the produce center. These are all storage silos for uh, gasoline. Jeez. Matter of fact, my car got stolen, and they found my car in the on the railroad tracks. It was holding up. It was holding up the train in the morning. Revere Beach Parkway. Here we go. This is where where's the Wendy's? Right here somewhere. Yeah, this when that Harley Davidson building. This used to be, the Harley Davidson building used to be a paint factory, and I worked. It's kind of this lot has changed, but this street was always here, and I worked. The garage was right here, and then this was a car lot, used car lot. But the garage that I worked for was kind of like this. Anyways, we watched them build this place, and when they finished building this place, they had a famous stunt motorcycle. I can't think of his name. He come in here, and we had beautiful seats on the roof here to watch it, and they closed off this whole road. He jumped like 100 buses or 50 buses or something like that on this parkway here. I can't think of his name. It was uh David. What they do? Get rid of the Harley Davidson place? No way. What did I go to the wrong X section? There's no way they closed that Harley Davidson place down. Wow. Oh yeah. That's How you doing, Miss Southern Belle? Let me say hi to some people. I see Mud Swat come in. Hello, Mud Swat. Joseph, Arnie. Man, who could have been king? Yeah. There's a lot of statues of him in Massachusetts. I know he ended up being a Washington D.C. guy, but there's a lot of history of him in Mass. There was a huge Harley Davidson place here. I can't believe they tore that down. I just can't. I'm like blown away. But I know they just built a casino. Well, it's even got a swimming pool in it. I thought that was still the Harley place. Holy jeez. Parkway Pub's a good little place to get a hamburger or something too. My friend's mother used to work there. Uh, did everybody see that video I showed of the restaurant? There's another. There's another famous restaurant here in Nahant called the Tides. It's been there for a long time. They have beautiful views and all that good stuff. Supposed to be good food. I've never been in there. I know of it. This place right here. It's called the Tides. It's always got a lot of people, and I'm not one for crowds, so this is where I grew up. You ever make it through Lynn now, Joseph? You wouldn't be able to go down the road I was going to tell you about. What are you laughing at? You're laughing at me? Just means hello, but okay. Libertad. No, I don't know. I find it funny that I'm sitting here on YouTube showing people stuff like this. No, I read the chat. It disappears. The chat disappears after somebody talks. It disappears after about 3 or 4 seconds. Oh, I didn't know what was going on. Are you guys into haunted stuff? It was always snowing. Yeah. I still need to send my Ike's front for an Enterprise. Oh yeah, you wanted that's right too, Arnie. You were in here. I don't know. Sometimes my memory slips. There's a uh, there's a place out in Adams, Mass, which is out here. It's called the Hoosac Tunnel, and if you guys go on anywhere on online and type in the Hoosac Tunnel in Massachusetts, it'll come up. It's got the nickname called the Bloody Pit. If any of you guys are into haunting, even the ghost adventurers would not go in there because it was so freaky deaky. Oh, it's a 4 mile long tunnel that goes through a mountain in North Adams here. I don't know if they'll show it on here or not. Let me see if I can. I know how to get to it by car, but as far as I believe the entrance is like right around here somewhere. Um, I don't. I never made it over. Oh, here it is. There's the Hoosac Trail. I don't know if that's the tunnel. Hold on. Gotta find the. It's you don't realize it, but this is a huge mountain that this this is called the Mohawk Trail, and that's a big hairpin turn on the mountain. So right about here is the peak, and then you come down here and do this hairpin turn, and you're slowly coming down into the valley. But if I like drop it like right here, you'll see like this huge. See what I'm saying? It's if you're not careful, you'll go right off the side there and down you go. It's pretty far drop. This is a pullover point where you can look out over the valley. There's a famous hot dog stand down there called oh, it's always on the Food Network or Food Channel there. called? Something hot dogs. They sell like 400 hot dogs a day or something. The Hoosac Tunnel is over this way though. Pretty pretty scary tunnel. Oh, here it is. Hoosac Tunnel. Maybe we can be nice if somebody put some pictures of the entrance. Yep. There it is. It's a train tunnel. One lane train tunnel. If you ever watched that Ghost Adventurers, I think there was like something like 100 people died building that tunnel. It is scary in there. You get caught in there, you can get arrested too. But it goes 4 miles. 4 miles through the mountain. The other side is like over here somewhere. Hey, that one coin collector. How you doing tonight? I got 11 people in here. What do you guys want to see? Can you think of any history you want to see? You want to see that big giant telephone by my house? See the world's largest telephone. How about that? You want to see that? Hey, Mike the Greek. You want to see that? This is an actual working gem mine by my house. Show you the big telephone. How does that sound? The world's largest telephone right there. Hey, Christie's. The Louisiana Purchase? I don't know about that. That's pretty much the whole Midwest, isn't it? I want to go make dinner. Oh, go make dinner. Don't let me stop you. That's the little tiny post office. And then around the corner is the gas station in our town. And that's it. There's nothing else in our town. No banks. No laundromats. No, nothing like that. That's my town, Bryant Pond. You're not going to see my house from there. There's a big ski resort here. It's Mount Abram. That's not too far from my house. I think they got waypoints on there too. The peak. Yeah. I don't know who those guys are. But if you look, my house is probably right over here somewhere. Answer to what? Are you afraid you missed something? Okay, because there's going to be a quiz on this later. Yeah, Bryant Pond. This This is a gem mine here. They're always finding diamonds and stuff here. This guy sells he sells pay dirt, gem pay dirt. See you go down there, you can they got little tables set up where you can search the did Yeti come in? Hey Yeti, I'm just showing stuff around here. Um, this is really popular in the summertime. There's always a lot of people in there. He 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 charges like $25 for a bucket, half bucket, and then $50 for a big bucket. And you find all the amethyst and all that stuff that they that they dig out of the mines. And you dig through the pay dirt. I don't think it's seeded either. It's what what you find is what you find. But that's really close to my house. It's boiling. Miss anybody? Yeah, golden. Yep, and there's gold in the river here. I can't pronounce it. Mananama? Mananama. This is where all the cool kids hang out. I don't know, I think we're all nerds in here. Spanish gold. I miss anybody? Found buried. My buddy Strip's still probably in there. We found a couple flakes in the river here. He came up and Strip came up and he lives in Maine too. He came he came and did some panning. Not a lot, but found a couple flakes. I showed Stephen King's house last night, right? Yep. I could show that again. Did anybody miss that? I see how good I am with let me see if I can find his house without typing in the address. I'm pretty sure it's like right up here. Hold on. Not Broadway, it's West Broadway. Do do do. I'm gonna have to type it in. Let's see how far off I was. that's his house right there. I bet you're gonna see with the trees. His fence is more stunning than his house. Walk slow in Canada. Me over there. I found Flower Gold, the Saco River, 5675. Next door. Yeah, Strip's got some problems with his eyes, so he's not talking much. But yeah, he was up here panning with us. Well, he did the panning. I'm like totally useless, so. There's a place here where you can watch the dancing bears called Clark's Trading Post. I've been here a million times. A little spot right here. This right here, you used to be able to walk up and feed them during the wintertime, but yeah, I was last year, uh before I started getting really screwed up here, I did have a good crowd going. Sometimes I have 40 people in a thing. Um, I wonder if you'd be able to see the Indian Head, where's the Indian Head Resort? Hold on. There is a place called Indian Head Resort, and you can go up Franconia Notch. Hold on, what did I do? Here it is. You can go up. You go up on this tower over here, but I wonder if you can, if they have a thing from the tower. No, unfortunately. But there's this tower right here that you have to you won't be able to see the Indian in the mountain unless you go up on the tower. But this mountain right here has the face of an Indian in it. Oh yeah, you can kind of see it from here. See it right there? It's much better from if you climb the tower. That tower right there. That's the this place sells those wooden nickels. It's pretty cool. Pretty funny. They got this all these hotels here, and then up here they have cabins. We've stayed there a few times. Me and my wife. They have paddle boats in here in summertime. I don't see it. Oh yeah, there they all are right there. And you can kind of paddle all around here. Me and my wife used to do that. Oh, there's the waterfalls. You want to see some waterfalls? I wonder if they can. I wonder if see that's there. I only live a few, maybe an hour from there. My that's you know what my I live right over here by this Bridgeton. You guys if you guys watched that video I posted the other day with all those mountain views, those are that's where those views are from over there, Mount Washington, and um, let me see if let me see if they propane pick and paw. Oh wait, it's way back here. Oh, this is beautiful. Right here, you're gonna be able to see the falls. Should be able to, anyways. Yeah, there they are. I've I've put videos of this up before. This place. That's the parking area I usually film from up there. Couple weeks, this place will be really, really raging. The water will be a torrent worse than this. This is kind of mild. That's Snow Falls. It's like a little rest area. That's one of the pretty snowfall of yeah, one of the pretty waterfalls here. And there's another one over here. Um, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Let me see if I can go down here and you can see it. You're not going to see it. That's too bad. There's a little parking area right here. See it? Right here? And this is all waterfall right in here. But you might be able to see it from right here. I don't know. No. They took the pictures when the trees were going. Yeah, going. But yeah, this all you can kind of see them through there. Sometimes me and my wife will grab some lunch and park over in that little parking lot. All right, let's see. You guys want to see anything else historic? Want to see the big moose? What if they got where you can see the moose? Oh, hold on. Where the hell's the moose? Oh, would I go on the other side of the road? There he is. The moose. There's always someone taking a weird picture with that moose. I've done it too. And across the street, they have at the one across the street, they have bears here. A little family of bears. See, there's always someone taking a strange picture with them too. Hey, Ramon One. We're grilling meat on the fire tomorrow. Like to join us in Southport. Quiet dead end street. I can't really travel right now, Joseph. I would love to, but um, not right now. For one, I can't afford the gas, and for two, I'm just my wife's had an operation a few weeks ago, and she's still not able to travel that far. So it's about 100 miles from here. So 70 miles, 80 miles. I appreciate the offer. Maybe maybe someday. My wife has another operation in a couple weeks here too, and what else you guys want to see? During the day, I have all kinds of ideas of stuff to show you guys, and then when I get in here, it's that short that short-term memory from losing all that oxygen screwed me up. I gotta I gotta start that this is Mass Ave. You guys want to see MIT? Uh, I'm pretty sure this is all MIT through here. Believe it or not, you wouldn't know it unless you were from Mass, but you go right from MIT, right from MIT into Harvard. I don't know if any of you guys know that, but so this is all MIT stuff, and then you get up here, um, all MIT, and then you get into am I on Mass Ave? Yeah, that's Mass Ave 2A. Hmm. Jeez. Okay, MIT. This is where the domes where when the time they stole the police car and stuck it up on top of the dome, and nobody could figure out how they did it. Yeah, Massachusetts Ave. This is all MIT school businesses. Yeah, business um, buildings. I don't know about the big Indian in Freeport. I know about Portsmouth, the naval station there, submarines. We all should take care of our family first. You get it, yeah. No, I definitely if you offered another time, once everything's straightened out here. I'm not an antisocial person. I'm pretty sure this is Harvard here. Um, I was looking for Harvard Square, but yeah, there's Harvard Square. There's a newsstand that's really old and famous. This is all Harvard stuff. There's a place called Harvard News. It's a little newsstand, and it's like always been the center of. It's like on one of these peninsulas. Oh yeah, it's down here more. Up past it. I know I did. That's the Harvard bookstore. I believe that little newsstand is right here. Sometimes I get disorientated with this. It's up here more. Like this little place right in the middle. Oh, there it is. See that little tiny hut there? You probably couldn't buy that place for like $20 million. That's Harvard. This is Harvard Square. This is back in the '80s. You'd come down through here, and there was so many freaks, man. Oh, that's another thing. If you ever got guys ever in Boston, go see Blue Man Group. That's a phenomenal show. That plays at the Charles Theater. That is in the Theater District, Boston. Over here behind Neyland Street. I get a little. Sometimes I need a little street to hit Chinatown. So Neyland Street's right here. If you see Neyland Street, this is all Theater District. You get Schubert Theater, the Wang Theater. This is where we seen. So this is the Wang Theater, and then the Blue Man Group is in this building right here. It's kind of like there's like a really weird. When you're on the street, there's a parking garage here for all these theaters, and we seen Cyndi Lauper in here, couple concerts in there, and then but on this is like a little alley, like creepy little alley, and you wouldn't know how to get there. Um, See how it's a little creepy little alley, but Blue Man Group's right there in that building, Child's Playhouse. See, Blue Man Group. It. They also play another thing. It's called Sheer Madness in there. It's another play, but Blue Man Group is phenomenal. It's like I've been to it twice. That's how good it is, and the tickets are expensive. But this is all the theater district. Charles Street, Tremont Street. Tremont Street is where. Geez, what was I gonna say? Tremont Street is where the Boston Marathon. You guys ever watched that Boston Marathon? That's where the Boston Marathon ends. It comes up Tremont. It ends on no, it ends on Boylston. Sorry, but it does come up. It does come up Tremont someplace. Hold on, I was gonna try and show you. There's the Park Plaza. I was gonna try and show you the finish line is always there. It's right over by Back Bay, Fenway. No, it's right out. It's right outside the Prudential building. Hold on. Boylston. There's another Wahlburgers right there. Um, Give me 1 second. I'm just trying to get my bearings here. Look at that Boylston. 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 Pretty sure it goes past the public library, past the Trinity Church, Copley Square. Definitely goes past Copley. There was a woman back in the 70s, 80s that got on the train and got off in Copley Square to beat the marathon. She got on a train somewhere, and got off here and started running, and won the marathon. They caught her doing it, but she cheated. Yeah, Boylston. Hold on. I know it ends before Chinatown. I'm trying to find the Prudential, Berkeley Street. Okay, Joseph, I'd probably be here. It's another good place to eat. Grill 23. Public Library. Skywalk Observatory. Now it's gotta be right around here because this is the Prudential. No, I know it's just north of the Prudential. The Prudential, Duck Tours, Boylston. I know you can see it like right. I run at Boylston. Sprint Store. Newbury Street. Boylston. It'll be back this way somewhere. Talbots. No. Jeez. There's Abington. Where is the Geez, you'd think you'd see that from the air, but you don't. Oop. Crap. Marathon. See, this is where the bombing was here. There it is. I knew I was gonna see it as soon as I seen the but the finish line, the finish line is always there. See it? They repaint it every year, but that's always there. Okay, Luana, you leaving? I lost some people, probably because I was stalling here. That's one of them famous duck boats. Now that's the finish line, and the those bombings were down here. The first one was like right here somewhere, and then the other one was down there. The Boston Marathon. Oh, that's the finish line. And then the Prudential building is like right here. See it? That's the second tallest building in Boston. That's the only one you can actually go up in, and you don't know about the Boston Marathon? I don't know what to tell you. To 2004, there was a big bombing. Killed a bunch of people. Little kid. Oh, you see it? Okay. Plum Island's another beautiful tourist trap. People go there and stay, and I ask, "Is it finished?" Oh, okay, yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, like I said, the chat disappears. Sorry about that. There's another. It's a beautiful little park over here. Um, Me and my wife used to go to them I'm in the wrong place. It's called Noddle Island. You should see the view from right here of Boston. I had some beautiful high quality pictures. From there. Oops. Hold on. Try to see if I can find one of the pictures. Huh. You guys know what FAO Schwartz was? Old Ironside is on the other over Charlestown. You want to see? I showed that last night, but I'll show it again. That's over here in Charlestown. Sorry. No, there was one in Boston too. That's Old Ironsides or the USS Constitution. It's kind of a crappy picture. Hold on, let me get a better picture for you guys. A better review, anyways. Let's see if that will work. There you go. There she is in all her glory. I've been on this several times. The um, the one across the way is much cooler. It's the newer the battleship over here called the USS Case and Young. It's if you look that up, that's a really cool ship. I like that one too. Um, what else was that? Oh, FAO Schwartz. That's over in the district too. When FAO Schwartz closed in Boston, they donated their giant teddy bear to the Boston Children's Hospital. And hold on, let me find that Neyland Street again. Oh, Chinatown. It's called Boston Floating Hospital too. There's Neyland. Let me find the Boston Children's. Neyland Street. Okay, there's Tufts. And I believe this is Boston Children's Hospital. Tufts, the Wilbur Theater. I wonder why it's not marked as being Boston Children's Hospital, but that's it right here. I'm pretty sure. Tufts Emergency. This is a Boston Children's Hospital. Oh, they call it Tufts Medical Center now. Huh. Anyways, they call the floating hospital because, see, it looks like it's floating on the, it's like a big building just on peninsula. But this is a giant teddy bear, FAO Schwartz teddy bear that they donated there. And this is me being an idiot. I get like I said, sometimes I'll take if there's like a weird statue or something, I'll take a really weird, really. Yeah, so that's, yeah, they donated that for the children's hospital. which they call Tufts now. They must have bought it, or some became. When I was walking to it, it was always the Boston Children's Hospital. Oh yeah, floating hospital for children. It should say it right behind that. Oh, I'm gonna go back there for 1 second, guys. Oh, hold on. Yeah, see how it says floating hospital children? It still says it on there. I never knew that they put the Tufts there though, but it, believe it or not, it's in the picture that I took. We always just called it the floating hospital for children. So a lot of sick kids in there, man. A lot of it's really. I've seen documentaries on like the children that are being treated there, and it's pretty sad. Sad to have to go there. There's another Constitution Beach. There's a beach right here called Constitution Beach, and me and my wife used to go here. We'd grab lunch or something, and from anywhere on the beach there, you can watch the planes landing at Logan. It's really cool. That's not a very good picture. And I think I got some. Wow, they don't have any. Let me see if I can do it from right there. Well, well, you can see the planes on the runway. See, I have videos of that somewhere, but who knows? Who knows where those are? Kind of cool to watch the planes. And then there's this street here. I used to grab lunch and sit over here too, and watch the planes landing. It's pretty cool. You get the matter of fact, I got a beautiful picture of a plane landing, coming in right over this house right here. See if I can find that for you. Probably not. I used to like to take lots and lots of pictures. Come on. Your photos. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it on the computer. I might be able to. Anything anybody else wants to see? Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna find a picture. I got a lot of pictures in here, but I got a I got a whole terabyte hard drive full of just about full of pictures. Hold on a second, guys. I might have a better way of finding this. Go to my backup drive. I gotta be careful. Okay, gone too far back. I'm not really talking. Hold on. I went too far back for the pictures. I'm just trying to find some of the pictures I have from that. Trust me, these pictures you don't want to see. I gotta be careful I don't open something with music in it too. What the hell? Oh, for some reason I can't find it. Trying to remember documents and settings, I think. I've all music mixed in with the files too, so it's like oh. Yeah, it's just a little after 10 here too. No problem. I'm just being thumbing around here. I was trying to find those pictures, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. I don't remember what I did with them. I've had so many cameras over the years, It just, Bill J, how you doing, buddy? I was trying to find some pictures here. Hey, Tim Holmes, did anybody else come in that I missed? I was just, I know I've been on a long pause here, but I was just showing people some places that I used to go to, and places I've been, and where I lived, and some historic stuff. You want to see anything, Bill? Doing okay, working. Ramon wanted. Hey, Alicia. Hey, Ramon. I think Ramon's been there. I'm okay, Alicia. I'm doing the best I can with what I got, I guess. If anybody wants to see anything. Has anything they want to see. You want to... I wonder if it's still there. Or if they have a picture of it. Big prison here, South Bay Prison. A giant, Oh, this is pretty famous in Boston, too. This is a, this is called, this is like a big artist made this, painting on this, this gas tank here. Famous, Asian artist. There's another place across the way down here called the Fortress. It's a it's a storage place. Put your like a storage building. It's a big lock on the outside that's blown up. Big blown up lock. It's got more bullet holes in it than anything. I was wondering if it was still. I was wondering if it was still there. I'm trying to find it. It's called Fortress. There it is. I wonder if it's still there. There's like a big lock on the front of the building, like blow up lock. No, they took it down. It had more bullet holes in it than anything. You can see all the rub marks on the building from where it was, though. I wonder if there's a picture of that somewhere. But they used to shoot at it from this bridge here. It was a giant balloon lock. I was there since I was a kid. I wonder if there's a picture online of it. I got a picture of it, guys. You're gonna love it. The reason they took this thing down is because people kept shooting it. There's like arrows in it and everything. Because people are assholes. Hey, Victoria. Yeah, hold on. I'll show you. See? I'm not lying. I can't make this stuff up. That thing had more bullet holes in it than... See? Remember I said you could see where it was rubbing on the building? All those years? It was a cool thing to see driving down there. It's funny that it's gone. See? Uh, Someone said at one time that the state police would sit up here and shoot at it, but I never. I heard that from a few people, but I don't know that to be true, and it was never. I never heard of it being reported. So. Oh, there's a. Let me show you something else in Boston. That's kind of cool. And I'll tell you about this contest that they had with this. Let me see if I missed anybody here. Hey, Ma. Much what? Shoot the lock. Hey, Ma, you remember the stories of the lock, right? That lock that I was just showing? The being shot up. She might not. I don't think she got into Boston much. Hey, Joseph. Hey, Victoria. Let's see. Bill J and Tim. Oh, I was going to show you something pretty cool. I don't know if you'd find it cool, but I find it cool. I love stuff. Like I said, I love the history of things. This I'll tell the story. I'm going to show you. If you look right here, you can see the shadow. See that shadow? There is. Uh, there is literally. This used to be Boston Coffee Factory or something like that. Starbucks owns it now, of course. But on this building here, there is a giant, I mean literally giant tea kettle. Um, I believe Paul Revere, don't quote me on that. I believe Paul Revere had something to do with making it. And it steams. Steam. They got it steam piped into it. It's always coming out. It's been coming out of it since. I believe Paul Revere had something to do with this pot. Anyways, they had a contest back. They had a contest back whenever it was made or whatever to find out how many people would fit in it or something like that. And if you read somewhere on there, it says what the measurements of what it would hold. I believe it's on this side, or it used to anyway. Yeah, it's on there. You can't read it though. I don't know the full story, but it holds like 12.5 people or something. Yep. Were you in here when I was talking about Paul Revere last night, much what? Anyways, I'm gonna show you a picture. Of my dumb ass in front of that thing. Yeah. Well, right down the street here was Paul Revere's house. Oops. So if we go out of here, well, that was right. I don't know what just happened. This thing goes kaflooey. Uh, okay. Now that kettle is right there, right? If you go, it's less than a mile. Okay. I was gonna say that tea kettle is right there. Here's Faneuil Hall, and the State House is right. The Boston Massacre site is right here. State House is right here, and then Paul Revere's house is literally it's less than a mile. Right here. His factory is also there too. Well, the where they did the silversmithing. I'll show you Paul Revere's house because you weren't here last night. That's Paul Revere's house right here. This old looking. Oh, look, there's a kidney got into it, probably waiting to go into the house for the tour. There's a lot of history in there, and then I was showing Paul Revere's grave last night too, which is right around the corner too. Um, that always happens to me. I just got discombobulated here. Oh, I just didn't go over far enough. The Paul Revere's grave is right in here. It's up here. See? Paul Revere's grave. Okay, Joseph. Have a good night. Thanks for that invite. Paul Revere's grave is there. John Hancock's buried here, right here, and some other famous. Samuel Adams is right here. And then I showed the Samuel Adams. I showed Samuel Adams statue last night, which is right here. I wonder if there's a waypoint here. Yeah, right here. There's old Sam Adams. And that's Faneuil Hall. That's where the Declaration of Independence was, where we first did our treason. The American, and that's the ugliest building in Boston right there. That's City Hall. This was all a neighborhood that they tore down called the West End um, in the 1950s, and they did this thing called urban redevelopment, and they uprooted a lot of people from their houses back then. Took a lot of houses by intimate domain. This this whole area, all the way down to the was called the West End of Boston. They took all those houses out of there. They took out. There was a place called Scully Square, which is now Government Center, which is where it started, where the West End started. So this is the transit station. They kept that. It goes down under the subway, and I don't know. They repositioned it or whatever, but that's where the West End started, was in Scully Square, and then they tore it all out to build that brand new city hall with ugly monstrosity. There's a lot of there's a lot of documentaries on that too, I believe. I don't know what else you might want to see. New England Aquarium is over here. Legal Seafood is right across from the Boston Aquarium. I wonder if you'll be able to see the right out front. They keep a no, you're not gonna be able to see it. Maybe. Hold on. They usually blur people's faces. That's funny, isn't it? Yeah, that's New England Aquarium back there, but there's a right at the front of the aquarium. There's a like a little a glass. Oh, it's over here where the animals come out. You can see them before you go in. Sea lions. Jeez. I don't know why I couldn't think of that name, but you're not going to see it. There's no waypoint or anything. And then Legal Seafood is over here. Still counting the days with you. Doing good tonight. Boston. I probably missed something, Victoria. If you're talking to me. Still counting days. Oh, talking with my mother. Oh, still calling days. Anybody want to see anything special? How about the giant cockroach in Rhode Island? Anybody ever seen that? Providence. The big blue bug. There he is. They used to keep a tie on him. He's still on? No. That's the big blue cockroach. That's in Rhode Island. Yeah, that thing's been there forever. I don't know what they spent on it, but it is weird, isn't it? It's been in there. That's been there as long as, I mean, I'm 47. As long as I can remember, it's been there. It used to be a an extermination or like a pest control place, but I don't think it is anymore. But that's what originally the advertisement was for it. It's something else now, I think. Big Blue Solutions, whatever that is. But it's always been a big blue bug on there. I've done a lot of travel and want to go see Lizzie Borden's house? Anybody up for that? Fall River? I've been to Lizzie Borden's house quite a few times. I've been to her grave. Oh, hold on. Where's the courthouse? Straight across from the courthouse. Hold on. All right, here's the courthouse. Right here. This is the courthouse, and this is Lizzie Borden's house right here. And I'll drop the guy right in front of it. Pretty cool, huh? Took her, gave her father 40 whacks when she seen what she was done. Gave her mother 41. Is that how it went, or something like that? Not much to, not much of a place to look at, but oh geez, what I go way by. Old Lizzie Borden. I think she got acquitted. Me and my wife have sat in that couch with the I was trying to find a picture of me in front of the place, but I don't think it much matters. I don't think you guys want to see that anyways. Um, Now her grave. Oh, what did I do here? Hey, Luana. I was just showing Lizzie Borden's house here, and I messed up the screen again somehow. Not to close it. I was going to show you guys where her grave was, but for some reason I don't think this is very reliable. So when you come into the cemetery from I believe it's right. Where's the entrance here? From right here. If you're ever gonna go there, you can barely make it out here, but there's footsteps. See the footsteps that are on the ground here? They're actually footsteps. And you can follow those footsteps all the way down. Oh, they look at they have there's her grave right there. You can follow those footsteps. I think they have a no, you can't but this is her monument here, and then all the graves are right here. I know that marker says it's right there, but it's really right here. And that's not even her grave. That's something else. I don't even know what that is. Why they got that on there. There's a little set of stairs that go up to it. The marker is there, and then the family's graves are there. The people's graves. The father and everything is buried there. Anything else anybody want to see? E.W. Hobbs is delicious popcorn. Place right there. They're closed right now, though. Another fort here. This used to be a big coal burning power plant. They've since torn it down and they're building like whatever high efficiency whatever. Stupid. There's a tank right here. Big old tank. The picture is being taken from the tank. I had a feeling that was going to happen. Boston Tea Party. I showed that last night, but yeah, most certainly. I'll show it again. Hold on, I can show you right where that is. I showed the big milk jug too, right outside there. There's the tank. They put this tank in the kids' park. I don't know why, but you can go play on that. And hey, Kevin Hubbard. I still got 9 people in here. All right, I'll take you to show you the Boston Tea Party real quick. I'll show you the boats that are there now are not the actual boats. They're replicas that were created for the tourist attraction. All right. I'm gonna have to get my bearings here. Where's the old bridge? Right here, Barking Crab, Seaport, and right here. Those are the ships there. That's one there, and there's one on the other side, and this is the museum. Yeah, they would have to be replicas. But you never know. The Constitution is original. Let me see if there's a better picture, a better place to view them. Yeah. Kind of a shitty photo, too. So I was showing them yesterday, and I showed the giant milk bottle. It's a restaurant. It's like a hot dog stand or something now. It's a giant milk jug. That's right by them ships. There's the other one. They do it. They throw the tea off there every day. Hey, Bill. Hey, Draco. They throw there's usually like really long lines and stuff they let you throw the tea off. And, they got ropes on it so you could pull it back up. But that's where it happened. That's where the Boston Tea Party happened. They threw the tea in the harbor there. Anything else? This seat starts hurting my butt after a while. That's the oldest subway, I believe, in America was this one, Park Street. These are some really old subway entrances. They kept the original old. See them old subway entrance. And that's Boston Commons. All under this Boston Common in one section is a parking garage all underground here that they built. I gotta fly. And there's there's all places on the common, like right here, that you come up out of the parking garage. I wonder if you can see that. See that's the parking garage. It goes down into the. It's like 8 stories down underneath the commons there for parking. And you could. There's all those little huts all over the commons. I think that's no, that's the bandstand. There's another one right here where you come out. If you know where you're going, there it is right there. You come out on that thing and hit in this one. Boston Common Garage. And then, like I said, Cheers is right across the street here. It's down further. I think I showed that yesterday. I know I showed that yesterday too. Cheers is down further on Beacon Street. Right here. There's always people going in and out of there too. If you ever seen that show, that's Cheers right there. There's another one in Faneuil Hall. It doesn't the one in Faneuil Hall is outside of the back real good. What am I missing here? Oh, outside of your back. The one in Faneuil Hall is this is where they have the Boston Pops 4th of July celebration every year, the hat show. That's pretty cool. It's like this fills up with all people. You have to get there really early to get a seat, but that's the hat show. And of course, this is probably the 4th of July. And the Boston Pops performs, and then the fireworks go off. But that's probably 4th of July. I don't see when the picture was taken. What else was I going to show you? Oh, the one in the Cheers in Faneuil Hall is an exact replica of the one from the movie, from the video. Yeah, the movie, the show. I don't keep doing this to myself. Central. Oh, jeez. There's the Cheers right there. Oh, that's probably from inside. Nope. That's Cheers right there. Yeah, the one from the TV. Yeah. The first one I showed you was the one from the TV. This is the second one that they opened a few years ago. I don't know if it was for like a special reason or whatever, but just probably to sell more beer or whatever. Ugh, that's it right there. See. I think that's the best view I'm gonna get of it. I have pictures of me in both places somewhere. Use. There's quite a few. There's quite a few stores in there too. And that's like a mall, kind of like a small mall. There's this there's a place called Dick's Last Resort. I don't know if you know what that is. They take the napkins and make you wear them on your head. Uh, if you if I put the guy there, there's probably all kinds of people sitting there with the napkins on their heads. That's Ned Devines. That's another famous, kind of famous restaurant. Dick's Last Resort. There's nobody out there. Let me see if I can. You can see people with the hats on their heads. No, I don't know why that's coming up. Oh, there's all the place is loaded with food. Just if you want to get fat in one day, walk through this place and stop at every place for a little sample. The whole place is nothing but food vendors all the way through. That's Faneuil Hall. That's Quincy Market. I guess you're not going to see the. If you look up Dick's Last Resort, you'll see all those people wearing those stupid napkins on their head, tablecloths or whatever they are. Newbury Comics, that's another one of my favorite. I was talking to somebody the other night about that Newbury Comics. Yeah, I'm surprised you can't see. Can't see those people with all those things on their silly things on their heads. Usually, all people sitting out here with those stupid tablecloths on their heads. Hold on, let me see if I can look it up. See, see all these like people got things on there. Uh, they make those out of the tablecloths. They put messages on them and shit. See? Ugh. I knew I'd find. I knew I'd find that. I think I'm gonna get going soon here, guys. This is the Greenway Carousel. They built that. I don't know if you want to see that, but that's always there in Boston too. It's a merry-go-round. Nearly get killed crossing the street if we don't use the lights to get to it. The that intersection of the. You want to see the Museum of Fine Arts? Sure. Hold on, let me straighten this out. Hold on, I don't know what happened. I don't know. It's like something to do with the restaurant, like a tradition I don't know about a tradition, but a something they do. The Museum of Fine Arts is on Boylston, Boylston Street, MOFA, and that is. Oh no, it's on Huntington. Sorry, I don't know why I said Boylston. It's on Huntington Ave. That is. It's almost in Brighton, right here. You did say Museum of Fine Arts, right? Museum of Fine Arts, yeah. That is right. What did I do? Oh, that's the parking garage. Museum of Fine Arts is. I know I'm in the right place. Parking. Oh, here it is, right here. Sorry. That's it right here. MOFA. I should have been a tour guide. I'll get a better picture from right here, I think. There you go. Do they put napkins on? I don't know why. It's either napkins or tablecloths, and they write like you're a stupid idiot or something on the top on the thing, and they fold it up, put it on your head. They put like different messages. Am I lagging here? She's asking questions from the carousel, or you guys lagging, or what is going on? Gimmick. Yeah, it's something they do, like those you get those they got those restaurants where the waitresses are rude to you. Something like that. That's the Museum of Fine Arts. I believe Ramon one asked about that. Um, I believe you can you can go inside too with this, yeah. It's a huge place. Yeah, that's all the stuff inside. Geez, you wouldn't even have to pay for a tour if you just wanted to go like this, right? You could just go through the whole place through Google View. That thing's probably $1 million. Homemade chicken soup. Yeah, probably. I've never been to Dick's. I've always been by there and laughed at the people with the things on their heads. Big old. Anything else you guys want to see? I like when guys ask to see stuff. That place is huge. I've never been in it. There's a train that actually takes you out of the Green Line. I think it's the E or the F, and it takes you right down here to Huntington Ave. And you just get right off out here, and there's just about a train for everything. A trolley. That's a streetcar trolley. The green line is street, um, more of a streetcar. It does go under the subway too. Gimmick. This is the Fenway Public Garden. People come here and just plant all these stuff here every year. They plant stuff. The public garden. I've been here. It's all like you can go in there. Just Old Ironside. I'll go back there. I just showed it a little while ago too, but I'll go back. No big deal. But this is a public garden. You can go here, and I'm not sure how it works, but people go here and plant like tomatoes and whatever. Where am I? I want to go to the town, Charlestown, and this is the U.S. Old Ironside or the USS Constitution, and I'll let you. Oh, jeez, what the hell? Right there. That's it right there. All the cannons and stuff. It's actually pretty small, and when you see it in real life, it's kind of small. It's not as grand as you think it would be. The warship USS Case and Young is bigger, which is right here. This is a cool ship. I've been on this many times. Me and my wife. It's a warship. It's free. In order to get into the Constitution, you have to show an ID though, because it's a national. Go to Area 51. I don't know if you could, but I'll try. It's in the Nevada desert, right? Let's go to Nevada, guys. Oh. It's in Nevada, right? Hold on. I'm going to have to... I've never been there, so... Well, I know it's not on the map, but this is the area visitor center. Close. Look at that! The thing turned into a UFO. You see it? That is funny shit. Isn't that funny? Yeah, I guess this is like the gas station, Area 51 Alien Center, whatever. I don't know exactly where the Area 51 is. I don't think it's going to show you either. I'm assuming it's all that stuff that's all blobbed out. Yeah, that's got to be Area 51. You see how it's all blacked out and weird shapes and stuff? You know that ain't no farmland right there in the middle of the desert. probably attracting like well, you never know. It could be, right? It is farm. Yeah, I don't know where it is, buddy. I'm assuming it's around here somewhere. I know it's I know it's blacked out on the map, or it's not visible. I think that's the closest you're gonna get is that visitor center, unless that's it. That's something. That's probably it. Yeah, everything's blurry. See it? This is it right here. Yep, that's your area 51. See, that's a. You can see how they blurred it out, but that's a landing, an airport. That's it. Yeah, it's blurred, but it's blurred. But that's an airport right there. So that's obviously it. That's it. It's all blurred out, black spots and stuff. I was in the right area too. I'm pretty good with the maps. Uh, 11 o'clock. What is this? Oh, I gotta. That's why it's messing up. I gotta update. All right, what are we looking at? You guys want to see where they hold Bike Week in New Hampshire? Laconia. You leaving? Where's Lake Winnie? I know. Oh, here it is. So this is where they hold Bike Week. Right here. I wonder if they got pictures during Bike Week. This is where Laconia, if you ever know what Laconia Motorcycle Week is, this is where they hold it. Been some pretty nasty riots here too. Um, this used to be a lot more arcades and stuff. I believe there was amusements at one time too. Mm, no pictures during Bike Week though. It's really quiet up there. Um, After Labor Days, they almost close everything down, and there's a drive-in theater right here, which is pretty cool. Me and my wife go to that a lot, or used to. There's the drive-in. This is the entrance. And you go down there, you pay for. I make great homemade chicken soup. Awesome, yummy. Yeah, I'm gonna be going to bed in a minute here. I gotta get a shower and go to bed. It's 11 o'clock. I don't know what I don't know what made me start doing this stuff with the maps, but there's a uh, there's a place there's a place up here called Hart's Turkey Farm. Um, it's a restaurant. It's nothing but everything's turkey. But you can go in there and get your own turkey. Pick out your turkey for dinner for Thanksgiving. Where is it? Yeah, it's right here. For some reason, I wasn't on the right road. But this place is like huge. It's got huge parking. They ship people in there with tour buses full of people to eat there. Did I miss anything? Pulling on a White Tower. We don't have White Towers in New England. As good as you are with maps. 49 pounds, yeah. 49 pounds, but I got an issue with my heart. I have to start taking a extended release nitroglycerin. I got a dead spot in my heart from the sleep apnea. For joy. So that's what the chest pains have been from. No, no White Towers. Burger King. McDonald's. That's it. Uh, Here, one more place I'll show you. This place, Ben and Jerry's ice cream, right? You can go there and watch them make you can go in there and watch them make the ice cream in the factory. And then up in this back here, this is where when they retire a flavor, it goes to they actually give it an actual burial. And this is the graveyard. I've been there a few times. It's pretty funny. Every time you go, there's different flavors that they put up there. They actually bury it, dig a grave, and bury the a quart of ice cream for the. Isn't that cool? Been there quite a few times. It's called the Flavor Graveyard, Ben and Jerry's. I don't know what it is about this room. I don't know if it's because I'm talking so much. I get the worst chapped lips. No, it's okay. I knew what you meant. You got sleeping together or something. Oh, there's my Bill J light. It's so nice and clean in here. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. My voice. I got guns and weapons everywhere. Cleaning. I love my weapons. I love my guns. 2 pounds is a big deal too. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I gotta I don't know what they're gonna do with my hat here, or what they're doing. Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. I didn't send you any trivia, Bill J. I figured a bunch of people would, so let me know in the morning if you didn't get enough, and I'll dig some up, some Valentine's trivia. All right? You can email me. Talk to everybody later. Is that Bill? You weren't on last night when I was showing this. It's my Confederate 1864. This stuff was printed. February 17th, 1864. I know you guys like the currency. Yeah, it's an oldie. That's Confederate. It's Confederate money. Yeah, I love my guns. I almost look like a hoarder. I'm a baby. I should have a better holster, but I can't afford one. Yeah, I was cleaning. I've been neglecting to clean them. I got so many more to clean too. I gotta get on the ball. I got one more of the ones that are in here to clean. Clean and oil. That's my You talk about this one? That's my that's my carry. That's like I carry two guns. This is my this is my Ruger American. I'm holding it left-handed, but that's my baby. Holds 18 rounds, 17 plus one, and it's got Novak sights on it. They glow in the dark, so it's a beautiful modern pistol. I love Ruger. I'm a Ruger fanatic. My other baby, 1911 Commander. That's the one I cleaned the other night on here. I got the safety on, guys, and it's not loaded. Yeah, I think you probably have some really strict rules down there in Maryland too, right? We don't have any permits or anything here. We just, as long as you're not a lunatic or yeah, they probably did. I'd love to be able to trace it back to a certain place or something, you know. I know it came from Richmond, Virginia, but I'd love to be able to trace the serial number and find out. Yeah, same thing here in Maine, Ramon. There's hardly anybody that that doesn't carry here. I grew up in pretty shitty situations. A lot of a lot of violence in the city that I was in. Hey, the clowns, okay? I know you said you wanted to see the clowns. Slingshot never run out of ammo. Luana wanted to see the clowns, guys. And him. Buddy. He's a little taller than me, but I'll still take him. All right, guys. I'm going to sign off. You want me to put the mask on? I could put the mask on and go scare my wife with it. This is this cast of characters. All right, guys. I'll put the mask on tomorrow night. Right now, I'm going to. I'm gonna. What'd you say? Been fun? Yeah, I'll put it on tomorrow night or something. Maybe I'll do the whole show. Where in the world is Mr. Doughboy in the clown mask? That's what I should do. Have a little game with you guys. Like I'll pull up a picture online and say, "Where was this taken?" or "Where am I now?" Good night, guys. Thanks again for hanging out with me. I don't know why you did, but